There's another Lieutenant Falcon action figure using G.I. Joe Classified series parts and Action Force Balaverse weapons. Okay, so base body is going to come from Metal Head, while the accessories, especially the vest, would come from G.I. Joe Classified series Tiger Force fin. So let's take a look at the build. So just fresh out of the Kitbash table, this is my new Lieutenant Falcon. So well, anyway, my favorite character, so I have several builds of Lieutenant Falcon in this channel, including a 12-inch figure or a 1:6 scale figure, which we're going to show later on. Okay, so base body is Metal Head. The vest comes from Tiger Force Flint, so with the packet, because this kit had a retention system for the shotgun, a holster. Oh my, okay. If you have the proper retention system for a long firearm, a shotgun or a rifle is going to be a sling. Okay, so the belt comes from the first Lieutenant Falcon figure that was released by Hasbro, because another one is on the way, but I did not pre-order it. It has a new head, but so what? Not a fan of the two figure set of Lieutenant Falcon and Quarrel, because Quarrel, who is Quarrel? Another chance to skim for $54 out of our buckets. So it's easier to make a action figure build utilizing heads that are already available. Like, for example, since a lot of my viewers, or I also read the comments, so the head that has been mentioned always is going to be the Dusty head, so G.I. Joe Classified series Dusty. So this is going to be my first time to use a Dusty head on a Lieutenant Falcon build. The beret comes from Sergeant Stalker, so yeah, that's a very simple build. Holster and pistol comes from G.I. Joe Classified series Airtight. The Scout carried knife on the back, that is from G.I. Joe Classified series Outback. So that's the boot knife of Outback, which I just cut off the retention system and just glued it to the back of the pistol belt of the first Lieutenant Falcon figure that G.I. Joe Classified series gave us, the ugliest Lieutenant Falcon that existed. Okay, so let us take a look at the belt system. I'm going to take the legs off and I'm going to show you guys a new system that I've been employing or using in my kitbashes. So gun is the old system of gluing the holster over the pistol belt. So let me show you guys what I mean. Okay, so we dismembered Lieutenant Falcon just for the purpose of showing you guys a new way that I'm employing how I attach holsters onto pistol belts, especially if it's not the original pistol belt. Okay, so let us first take the man briefs out, so we could take a look at the pistol belt. Okay, so there you go. So instead of gluing the holster directly onto the surface of the pistol belt, so actually it's glued that way. So cut two cuts and join on both ends, so it's going to ride on the waistline of the figure more tightly. Well, unless you're shooting IDPA or any of the competitive shooting sports, wherein there you should comply with how far the pistol holster would ride out of your waistline. So there's such thing exists. But with regards to making figures more cool, so it's not just a glued item onto the body. So that's the way that I treat holster systems for sidearms or secondary weapons. So actually it is inspired by how I personally carry. So let me show you guys. So this is the inspiration for how this thing is glued. Yeah, so pancake holsters actually really ride close to the body. So I have several pants with pistol belts that are really nice and thick. So when I cinch it close to my body, the outline of the weapon really is nicely hidden. So this is configured for a shield. So that's a pancake holster. So look how close that rides to the body. So when you really tighten it up, the pistol is really nicely hidden. And also I carry a spare mag. So that's the inspiration for how this thing is done. Okay, so we're back on the review table, and take a look at the vest of Flint. So the Flint vest would still have, the original one had an overlay of armor, front and back actually. So what we did was we just X-Acto knife those portions out. So we disassembled the Flint figure, took out the vest, and worked out on the body armor with an X-Acto knife. Clean cuts. And on the pouch that Flint had on his pistol belt, so we also cut off half of the mass of that pouch, and it is done at an angle, so it's going to sit really nice and flush on the back of the action figure. Okay, so nice and clean. And on the dusty head, this had face paint, so we took out the face paint with acetone solution and cleaned the face out, so the acid is not going to burn the plastic. And we have a choice of berets, either this one or possibly this one. Well, I think I'm going to use this because the flash on the beret matches the color of the uniform. And there is still one thing with the dusty head unit. Okay, of course we need to paint the hair because Lt Falcon is dark-haired. So the other thing, when you're going to use the outback beret onto the dusty head, it's going to ride a little bit high. So what I did was to shave off with an X-Acto knife portions of the head. So let's do that angle. So that portion is going to be really round, which makes the beret sit higher. Okay, anyway, I'm going to just put a little bit of super glue on that section, and this is going to be a permanent thing, so it's not going to be off the action figure anyway. Okay, so just that much of a material cut on the head of Dusty, and just the paint that I used for darkening the hair is just going to be brown Sharpie permanent marker. Well, we need a retouch, but after the third coat, I'm going to place a clear coat of nail polish, so it's going to stay. And then after that, when the paint would settle in, I'm going to add a little bit of super glue and have the beret permanently on that head unit. So this is my current Lt Falcon build utilizing G.I. Joe Classified Series parts and Action Force Valivers. This is what I call my ultimate Lt Falcon build, which I also have a video on my channel. Still, nothing beats the nostalgia factor when it comes to the original action figure, which all Lt Falcon action figures originated from. The O-ring figure. From a 3.75-inch O-ring figure, we could go super size. So this is going to be my custom version of Lt Falcon in 1:6 scale. So those were just a few of the Lt Falcon action figures that I have on board. So from 1:6 scale to a O-ring figure to several of the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. Okay, so if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.